ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Merchant Service Slayers. Again, my name is Carson Cook. Thanks for taking time to watch this video, guys. If you do like this content, please let us know. Link, share, subscribe, like the video, subscribe to the channel, send it to friends, family, whatever, people that are in the industry, so on and so forth, whatever, if this did help you. Also, let us know if this content does, because we'll keep putting it out. So that being said, guys, welcome to Merchant Service Slayers. Today, what we're going to talk about is something super, super important to understand. This is a common mistake that we have with newer agents that are getting into the industry. We noticed that a lot of people in our group are new to the industry. They're either getting into it or they've been in it for a pretty short period of time and they're making some mistakes. So we're trying to help people avoid those, getting into this industry. Okay, so how to navigate your way through a processing sale. Okay, now there's a lot of different stuff on this, guys. And if you watch our videos, you're gonna get the steps of the sale. You're gonna get all sorts of different processes from Craig, so on and so forth. They're gonna help you navigate your way through the sale. But today we're gonna talk about 3 important things that are going to help you to better understand if you're making mistakes in the field, how to better treat that process of going through that sale. Okay, so how to navigate through the processing sale. So the first thing first is, number 1, you need to understand that there is a throttle and that there's a brake. Okay, the speed at which you go through that sale is super, super important, but then also who is driving the car. Okay, so we got 3 things in this one point that we want to discuss. You can go through a sale too quickly. You can go through a sale too slowly. You can go through a sale with the improper combination of too fast and too slow. And you can also understand that if you're not driving the car, you can also lose the sale. So there's 3 components here. First off, if you're looking at the sales process as a car, okay, who's driving? Well, everyone's gonna tell you this, and this is very true, that no matter what perception of your merchant has of you or what you have of the situation, you still need to be the one that is in control of the process. Jordan Belfort talks about this in the straight line theory, is that the whole theory and the system around moving through a sales process is always under your control. You're the one that's controlling the customer back and forth. And it's super important to understand that, is that doing this requires you to use the use of a throttle and a brake, right? Someone to speed up or to slow down. And you'll finally start to understand after a couple closes or after a couple processes with your national accounts director or whoever you're working with, or your ISO or your trainer, or someone you're doing a ride along with, is that you can see that there's a point where you need to speed the sale up and push the merchant along, get them through the next process. And we do this by maybe putting them on a different task. We do what we call, we circle them back around on a close or whatever, or we kind of go down a tangent and then we answer that objection or concern, put them right back on that right process. That means I'm driving the communication, I'm driving the conversation. But then you also sometimes might need to slow down. Okay, we have agents on our team, for example, that lose deals because they just go through the steps of the sale so fast that they don't have the experience in what they're doing. If I can give them a 1200 horsepower race car and they just got their learner's permit, they're not going to do very well. It's still a capable machine, still a capable process and steps of the sale, but it's in the hands of an unexperienced salesman. You have to take that idea to learn that, you need to command that process. You need to drive that car, command that sale. But then sometimes you also need to learn if you're going too fast to put on the brakes, but also if you're going too slow. We have a lot of agents that have the same problem, okay, where they build up way too much rapport and they spend too much time on the wrong things, whether it's information about a point of sale station that gets the merchant off on a tangent. It's really not productive to the point where it's going to help you close your sale. You're going to be a really well-informed customer. But again, it's not like we're going to the grocery store and someone walks around with you to explain every origin of every product. The grocery store is actually going to help them buy that product. It's just going to annoy them. It's the same thing in processing, guys. There's a lot of moving parts, and I think we all know that. For some very experienced sales professionals out there, the message needs to be with this point is that sometimes with the throttle, okay, either going too fast or going too slow, too much information or information overload on a certain topic the merchant doesn't care about can detriment your commission a lot. Okay, so keeping that in mind on those 3 things, it's important to understand how fast to go, how slow to go, and then also who's driving the car, okay? That I could do a whole series on each one of these topics as well, but it's important to understand that you should be talking with your national accounts director or your team to figure out where you're making mistakes and where they can help you. Number 2 is the power of tonality. With my sale, I love to start off extremely formal to represent my ISO, my company, so on and so forth. But then again, that's just to kind of like a dog goes and marks his territory. Even when I'm in their space, I like to be very formal, make them realize that our company does a very good job and we don't need their business. Okay, and that's important to understand, is that it's one of those things, we're in a qualification process and it's a partnership. It's never something where you're talking over me and I'm going to talk over you, but there's an understanding. So it's super formal. I have a nice suit and tie, so on and so forth. We're ready to go, and it's understanding. Then I slowly start to kind of you know, build a little bit of rapport. I might kick it back a little bit. I might use profanity sometimes. I don't know if you guys agree with that or not, but the point is, at this point I'm being Carson, I'm being me, right? So I'm slowly starting to build a friendship. So find a friend, find a deal. But at this point, the power of tonality is super important, okay? What I mean by the power of tonality and the important aspects of your sale, like the value-added proposition, the free this, the free that, or the guarantee letter, or the bonus, or the referral program, our pie program, the trophy box program, our testimonials. A lot of people rush that. They dump it all at once, right? Now you're out of stuff. Your bag of value-added proposition, you're just dumping it onto this customer, hoping that more is gonna sell it. And what you should be doing is the power of tonality, like how you say things is you should say them when you want something extremely important, okay? You need to slow down, use that tone, and talk slower. For me, I talk very quickly. So my merchant knows that if it's something that's super important, I won't talk just like this. I'll slow down and I'll say it just like this. And that's the power of the tone, okay? Or if it's something I need to breeze past, I might go like this, this is not something that's important, you wanna cover this, it does this and this and this, and that's great, it handles that, but let's get on to this. See, and I use that tone to move them on to my process. So that's number 2, super important to understand the tonality and the presence, okay? There are important parts of your sales process that you need to bring out, okay? But again, it's all about timing, okay? So you can't rush a customer that doesn't know you yet, right? If they get to know you, then boom, that's when you lay on the closes. And you can have the world's best closes, but if you use these closes that Craig's teaching you or anyone else is teaching you in the middle of the sale, they don't know you yet. You haven't finished your process. They're useless, right? So it's the same thing to understand the tonality. It should be completely different at the end. It should be extremely exciting. You should present the deal with extreme excitement and pull out, you know, this value-added proposition. See if you can go for the close. That doesn't work. Hold on, let me get something else. Pull out this value-added proposition. Pull out this one, and then move to the close is more effective, right? Use that tonality. Then number 3, don't be afraid to check, guys. This is the thing that I love to do, and this is how I sell personally, is that I also tell merchants that I don't like salespeople that are just full of crap. I just don't. So throughout this process, I'm gonna continuously check to see if we're on a good situation. And I do this with my trial closes. In the beginning of the introduction, I'll always say, hey, you know, and then we'll go ahead and we'll set you up with it. How does that sound? Great, okay, good. I'll say, hey, listen, so when we set you up with dual pricing here, how would you like the receipt to look? Would you like both these to be listed this way, or we can actually flip it and look at this way, or how would you like it? So I'm testing. I'm continuously trying to checkmate to see where we're at. I'm testing the temperature of the meat to make sure it's fully cooked. Does that make sense? So I have to make sure that, you know, don't be afraid to check throughout the whole sales process if you're doing a good job. Just ask the damn customer, right? Be real with the customer and you'll get so much farther. Do not be a fake sales professional, okay? And I hate that because even experienced guys get to the point where they're like, how you doing? And it feels like a used car commercial and it's all crap. It really, really is. I sell more deals just by being a regular human being and having a normal conversation with merchants. I'm still following the steps of the sale, but it's okay sometimes if someone is fighting with you to say, listen, John, are you making an excuse not to do this? Or are you making an excuse to do this? I mean, that's a really good line to use. Or say, hey, whoa, hold on. You do understand that I'm not here. It's not beneficial for me or you to fight with you, to argue about something. We're not here to argue, or it's not your side and my side. I mean, technically it should be our side and how we can navigate our way through this close and navigate our way through the sale. Honestly, I'm not trying to trick you. There's no mind games here. This is a process I have to follow. This is a situation that we need to do, but you do realize I'm not here to hurt you. I'm not here to prove a point. I get paid commission just like you do. You don't open those doors over there, you don't make any money. I mean, I get paid on commission as well. So we're not here to battle or to work your way. I mean, we are gonna hit some speed bumps. Like any good relationship, it's never perfect. So let's talk about that. The best way that you can help me, Mr. Merchant, to do that is just communicate with me. So I need to know where I'm at. Am I doing okay? I mean, do you like this about me? Do you like that about me? Do you like this about our product? You know, it's okay to check in the middle of the sale if you're doing okay. And I can guarantee you, the less salesy you are on that point, but you're still focused on a process and the steps of the sale, guys, by the end of the sale, it's a simple matter of, you know what, John, I think we've done a really good job with this. They like you, they like me, you're like, I've never met a salesman like you. Yeah, because I'm not a salesman. I'm Carson with a product, but I'm gonna do my damnedest to get it in your hands because I truly believe in dual pricing and how this works, and it can help you. That's it. Like that's no hidden stuff here. So let's do this. Go ahead and grab your voided check, your business license, your driver's license. We'll go ahead and we'll fill out paperwork. All right, guys, so keep that in mind. Top 3 things to worry about. How to navigate your way through the sale. Number 1, understand who's driving, control the throttle and the brake. Understand the power of tonality, that what you say is meaningful and when you use it should be meaningful, okay? And then the most important thing, number 3, don't be afraid to check. Please be real. Stop being fake. Stop learning fake sales crap. Just sell the deal. Be yourself, but recognize when you get out of line. Other than that, guys, Slayers, keep rock and rolling. I'll see you out there on the sales board. Let's go.